What's up guys, back with a new vid, and today I'm going to be talking about the hate of The Last of Us Part 2. Now, me personally, I love this game. It's my favorite game of all time. Back in 2020, I used to dislike this game. I didn't know anything about it except that people hated the game for reasons I didn't understand. But since I was a naive 15-year-old and it was 2020 and it was very popular to hate on every single thing, and since a lot of YouTubers and people online hated this game without even playing it, I followed along because I didn't know better, and I hated this game knowing nothing about it, nor playing the first game. But because I heard it was super political and a bunch of other stuff, and since everything in 2020 was just a lot of woke agenda, I wasn't a fan of anything of it. My thinking was this game I knew nothing about, just straight away from what the first game was, which I didn't play. And it was a bad game because what I thought they did was make Ellie gay and make her hunt down some ex-girlfriend or something out of jealousy or crap like that. And with everyone calling the game bad, just really made me mad over nothing I cared for. Again, I was a dumb 15-year-old. Now, I did watch my favorite YouTuber, but only the beginning because I saw the video pop up on recommended. Also, I knew this game was new and I decided to turn the video on. And I also knew nothing about the previous game lore, only that the game was new. But now, after playing the remake on PC back in January of 2024 and liking the game, but not in love with it just yet, I decided to tell my cousin about my experience, and he told me to try part 2. And mind you, I didn't have part 2 downloaded on my PC because of the same mindset I had back in 2020. And the fact I knew nothing about part 2, I told him I wouldn't because of the politicalness. Then he told me it's so much more than that and I have to try it. So I just told him okay and went to look for the game on PC, but it wasn't there. So I googled was it on PC and Google said no. So what I decided to do next was wait for the game to come out on PC because I wasn't that eager to play it because of low expectations. But I couldn't contain myself into waiting months for it to come on PC, so I went to watch Let's Plays of the game on YouTube and ended up getting slightly spoiled deaths of characters I didn't know, like Jesse. And when I saw these spoilers, I stopped watching. So I decided to watch How to Play the game, first Let's Play 4 years ago, and I know he replayed it on PS5, but I wanted to watch his original reaction of him going into this game. I wanted to see his blind reaction that I didn't get to see fully through. So as I'm watching, making it all the way to video number 4 and getting spoiled to Joel dying and watching how emotional it was and seeing Howell cry, I told myself, this game is way too good for me to watch a Let's Play on. I need to play it for myself with my own hands. So that's exactly what I did, because a week earlier I surprised my dad with the PlayStation 5. So I asked him, can I buy a game on it? And he said yes. So after work I ran to Walmart, bought the game, which was the remastered version because it was 2024. And although they had the PS4 version, which I was considering of buying because it does run at 60 FPS on PS5, I decided to get the remastered version with all the extra content and slight improvements just because. So as I buy the game, I buy a bunch of junk food, I get home, speed run the puzzles, and skip some cutscenes except for Joel's death and Ellie and Tommy's conversation when Joel died, and I stayed up till 7 a.m. playing the game, making it to Seattle day 2. Now, my thoughts were I could beat this game in one sitting because I thought it was shorter like the first game, and boy was I wrong. But throughout the time I played this game and beat it in 4 days, it was the best game ever, and it became my whole obsession, and I became emotionally attached and distraught over the ending. I even bought a whole guitar because of this game, and I'm learning how to play it, so I can play Take On Me, the same song Ellie sang to Dina in Seattle Day 1. But the question I asked myself after beating this game was, how could I have hated this game? How could anyone hate this game? This game taught me so many life lessons. It changed my way of thinking. It taught me how big the world is. It taught me to be a better person and how to love others better. This game taught me to never judge a book by its cover and don't listen to others' opinions until I tried it out for myself. It taught me not to listen to statements just because they were popular and spew out what someone else said just because it's popular. It taught me to come with my own opinions and think things for myself. It also taught me that people that hated on this game in the past, when I go back to listen to what they had to say, it made me realize that their ideas and opinions were invalid. Shoot, most of the people that were repeating these things and coming up with these ideas on why the game was horrible didn't even play the first game, nor play the second game, and made me come to the conclusion that what they're saying is literally mimicking what they probably heard on Twitter. And for the people that played this game all the way through and disliked it, I just want to ask, why do you hate it? And mainly, the biggest thing people say was because they killed Joel, or maybe you play as Abby, the person who killed Joel, but was also someone you could understand, and what led her to do this, and how it changed her and pushed everyone away from her, and how she changed and became much like the person she killed. Maybe it was the ending, or Ellie spared Abby. Maybe it was Ellie's biggest fear coming true, which was ending up alone. But whatever it may be, the one I feel I can explain the most is Joel's death, because the reason you hate this game is because of loss. And I understand you. No one can take loss well. And yes, these things are hard to get over. These games are a part of us. Joel was a part of us. For some people that don't have father figures or people to look up to, this imaginary video game character taught these people so much. Even if you do have people to look up to, this character was created from someone who is a father. And this character is his way of connecting with all of us to show the point that love is the strongest thing ever, even in the midst of an apocalypse. So seeing him go is like losing a real loved one in real life. This is the only real conclusion I thought I can make as to why people hate this game. If you have another reason or opinion on why you don't like it, please comment down below. I'll be sure to respond because I always read all the comments and respond to each and every one. So make sure to like this video. If you care to, please subscribe. With that being said, endure, survive.